Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news, go over all the injury updates. If there is some rumors and shit, I'll go over that, but let's go over all the updates here. I guess Walt Disney and YouTube TV, a multi-year agreement. Here from Adam Schefter. Bill Belichick has, end quote, not and will not pursue any NFL head coaching vacancies. His statement: I have great respect and genuinely care for the New York Giants organization, both the Mayor and Tisch families. New York Giants played an important role in my life and my coaching journey. It was a privilege for me to work for the Mayor family and a member of Coach Parcells' staff for over a decade. However, despite circulating rumors, I have not and will not pursue any NFL head coaching vacancies. Since arriving in Chapel Hill, his commitment to the North Carolina football program has not wavered. And yada yada yada. What did they even... Translation, no one is crazy enough to want him at this point. Translation. I just don't know if any NFL team would want him at this point. But then he said we're on to Wake Forest, which the other game against Wake Forest today. So he's not going to pursue anything. Let's get to all the injury updates here. So, from Jeremy Fowler, Patriots defensive end Milton Williams could miss multiple weeks due to a high ankle sprain per source. The New England standout left Thursday night's game versus the Jets, and he did not return. So he's going to miss about probably like a few weeks with that injury. Probably 3-4 weeks. The Commanders now have downgraded tight end Ben Sinnott to out for Sunday's game versus the Dolphins due to his ankle injury. It's really going to be old man Ertz out there. Rams have activated the thicker kicker. Not my words, it's Adam Schefter. Harrison Mavis to their active roster from their practice squad for Sunday's game against Seattle. So, legendary Seahawks safety Kenny Easley, who spent a 7-year Hall of Fame career in Seattle, passed away last night. He was 66 years old. That sucked. What happened? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I accidentally exited off Zitter, or Twitter, what the fuck it's called nowadays. But yeah, Kenny Easley passed away. They put out his statement. Condolences to his wife and his children, 3 children. The Lions, they have downgraded Marcus Davenport, DJ Reed, Malcolm Rodriguez, and Miles Frazier to out for Sunday night's game versus the Eagles. They also added wide receiver Isaac Tesla to the injury report as questionable for Sunday night due to an oblique injury. Packers kicker Brandon McManus has been added to the injury report for Sunday's game versus the Giants due to a right quad injury and is doubtful. Malik Hayes, Packers receiver, will not travel with the team and is out for Sunday's game due to what the team is calling a coaching decision. You know, the Packers' backup kicker is hitting a game-winning field goal from the logo because he's playing the Giants, isn't he? That's what's going to happen. Man, Matt LaFleur finally decided he should probably talk to his kickers before putting them out there. Coaching decision. Sure, man. Haversick should get the starting job permanently. McManus really isn't that good anymore, and he's hurt. Malik Hayes' coaching decision. Maybe Matt LaFleur should have better coaching decisions. The Bears have downgraded defensive back Jalen Johnson to out for Sunday's game in Minnesota, and he now remains on the reserve/injured, designated for return list. Broncos running back J.J. Dobbins will be placed on injured reserve with a foot injury that requires surgery and likely end his season per ESPN sources. He sustained the injury on a hip drop tackle during the Broncos' Thursday night win against the Raiders. Set to become a free agent after the year, he was 5th in the league in rushing, and he's expected to make a full recovery. Have they still not fined or suspended the player for the hip drop tackle that caused this? Because I thought they did that. I guess not. Well, congratulations. You just ruined the career of a fantastic player all because you couldn't regulate the hip drop tackle correctly. He would have a 1,000-yard season. He just cannot survive a full season. Well, I mean, this time wasn't his fault. I mean, it was a hip drop tackle. But this foot injury comes at a time when his contract is set to expire after this season. He was scheduled to become a free agent. He's been held productive and popular in Denver, and the Broncos wanted him to return. They should still re-sign him. I mean, you can say injury prone. I know he's injury prone. It was a hit drop tackle. Look, yes, I know he's got injured often. It's hard to say. This injury was just unlucky. You get your foot busted up on a dirty hip drop tackle. I know he has feels like 40 other injuries, but can't really criticize him for this one. So yeah, he'll be ready in February if the Broncos make the Super Bowl. So one source said he could be ready if they make it that far. Cowboys linebacker Marvin Overshown is not listed on the injury report, and he is now expected to make his season debut Monday night against the Raiders. The Raiders. Lions have placed tight end Sam Laporta on injured reserve due to his back injury, sidelining him a minimum of 4 games. The Bills have signed receiver Mecole Hardman from their practice squad to their active roster for Sunday's game against the Buccaneers. Milton Williams, they've placed him on injured reserve due to an ankle sprain, sidelining him for a minimum of 4 games. The Giants, they've placed offensive lineman Evan Neal on injured reserve with a hamstring injury, likely ending both his season and Giants' career. Former number 7 overall pick out of Alabama did not appear in a game this year. He'll get a fresh start elsewhere after the season's free agent. How the hell did he get hurt? He didn't even play. But yeah, another player to injured reserve. Let's keep scrolling up through here. Falcons receiver Drake London listed as questionable for Sunday due to an illness and back injury. He's planning to play versus the Panthers per source. Drake London got sick after last week's trip to Berlin. Titans receiver Calvin Ridley, listed as questionable for Sunday due to a hamstring injury, is expected to play versus the Texans. Ridley has missed the past 3 games due to the injury. Cardinals running back Bam Knight, listed as questionable for Sunday due to an ankle injury, is expected to play versus the 49ers per source. Rams receiver Devontae Adams, listed as questionable for Sunday due to an oblique injury, is expected to play versus the Seahawks per source. Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud is out for Sunday's game against the Titans, and with Houston having a short week ahead of Thursday night's game against Buffalo, it remains uncertain whether it's starting quarterback will be able to clear concussion protocol in time to play the Bills per source. So it could be another game of Davis Mills right there. But yeah, that's all from Adam Schefter. Let's see what we got from Rappaport. Jeffrey Simmons was listed as questionable in the hamstring injury. He's expected to play, source says. Jaguars receiver Brian Thomas, who's listed as questionable because of an ankle injury, he's not expected to play Sunday, source said, so not quite yet. He'll be able to play. Quentin Johnston, Chargers receiver dealing with a shin injury, was a full participant on Friday, a sign that he's expected to go on Sunday. The 49ers have waived QB Adrian Martinez. As a result, it brought Purdy being healthy and ready to start. Siobhan Revel, Cowboys corner, has no game status, so looks like he's going to make his debut on Monday Night Football, his rookie debut. The Giants have signed Younghoe Koo to the 53-man roster. The Bills have elevated Gabe Davis to make his season debut. The Cardinals activated B.J. Ojulari and placed Mack Wilson Sr. on injured reserve. Milton Williams should be out like 4 to 6 weeks, it says. Jermaine Burton, Bengals receiver, illness has been downgraded to out for tomorrow's game against the Steelers. Shamar Stewart is going on injured reserve per Tom Pelissero, Bengals DN. The first round pick showed flashes in week 1, but an ankle injury in week 2 has lingered, and now a knee injury takes him out at least 4 games. He wasn't doing anything anyways. He wasn't really doing anything in week 1. He hasn't done anything the whole season. So, but yeah, I believe that's all the news here, ladies and gentlemen. I have to talk about for NFL from Rappaport and Schefter with the injury updates. I'm sure there'll probably be more in the morning, but I really just do the nightly news. So, yeah, that's all to say. So, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace. And have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow with NFL action and a college basketball game with Auburn and Houston.